Everyone, happy Sunday and welcome to week 6 of our course, October 9th to the 13th. I hope you've all had an amazing long weekend. Hopefully you're watching this video after your long weekend and you were able to take a break and get outside and enjoy some time with your loved ones. We're jumping right back into our course this week. Fifth week reports will be distributed this week. So if you are receiving under 60% in the course thus far, that's a contact to your home will be made. And otherwise, you'll be hearing from me just giving you an update as to how you're progressing in the course. Okay. So, as always, don't forget to start your week strong by completing the attendance activity for the week. It's just linked into the document here. And obviously, you're listening to our instructional video now. So, with it Monday being a holiday, we're jumping into one major task this week. I know I've mentioned this in previous instructional videos. For this course, you'll actually be maintaining a course blog. Now, the first three entries of your blog have actually already been done. Journal entry 1, 2, and 3 were already completed in Dropbox in the previous weeks. And so those will be your first three entries of this blog. But otherwise, your blog will be done throughout the course, and there will be a number of concepts that you'll be learning and reflecting on. So the idea here is that the blog is a space for reflective practice. In any kind of academic course, reflective practice is key to your overall growth and autonomy, and also self-determination of the concepts that we're learning. So, this blog is going to be inspired by an incredible book called The Magic of Thinking Big. And we're only reading a couple of chapters of it, but I think the first few chapters are really great tone setters. And I do urge you to read the rest of the book if you ever have the opportunity, because I find, in a general sense, it's just great for motivation. And so we're going to start this week by reading the first chapter. And I've linked that first chapter here for you. Gone ahead and just scanned a copy of it. So please go ahead and read the first chapter of The Magic of Thinking Big. It's called Believe You Can Succeed and You Will. And then again, the basis of this blog is going to be based off of this. So here is your second project of the course. You can find it in Dropbox. So I'm just going to go through the assignment with you now so that you have an idea of how this is going to work and what my expectations are throughout the course. So again, the blog is based on reflective practice. It's super important in a business class as well as in a leadership course to have opportunities to reflect on your own life and how you see yourself as a leader as we learn different curriculum concepts, okay? So as I mentioned, in the last few weeks, you've already actually completed 3 reflective journals. These had you reflecting on management versus leadership, failure, the concept of failure and success, and then also women and diversity in the workplace. So now you're going to take those 3 reflections plus a new one that's assigned to you in this assignment, and you're going to create your own personal reflective blog. So as we know, business communication involves being able to communicate a lot today behind a screen. So we are going to be doing some presentation-like assignments in the future where you'll be recording yourselves and practicing those communication skills. But also you need to learn how to perform through the written word and creating sort of online spaces for community building purposes. So a lot of businesses do this through social media, but they also offer things like blogs, which are just kind of extra ways that they can connect and communicate with their target audiences. Okay, so again. This is a rolling project. This is going to start now and it's going to take shape throughout the rest of the course. And we'll be doing this all the way until the end of December. Okay. So your task this week is as follows. You're going to have this week to work on publishing a blog. You're going to have 4 blog entries, 3 of which you've already done. So you'll just be copying and pasting them into your blog. And you'll be creating another unique blog entry based on the first chapter reading of The Magic of Thinking Big. Your submission will simply be your live and published URL to your blog space. Okay, so you want to make sure that your URL works and that you've published your blog. So the first step is you're going to create a blog. You can use a blog site. Any blog site will do. However, I really strongly recommend Wix. I just find that it's a lot easier. They have really great templates that you can work through. And overall, I find that students have a lot more success using Wix. I find that WordPress or Weebly can sometimes be a lot more challenging for students to get a live blog going. And so I do recommend Wix, but again, how you decide to create your blog is up to you. Okay, the idea is that you're going to continuously update the blog throughout the semester. But for now, what we want you to do is to create a blog space that really does embody your personality. Give your blog a name that resonates with you. That's something that can tie directly to the leadership course. Make sure that your blog is really reflective of you. So think about your colors, make sure the colors and the fonts that you select are reflective of your personality. You're also going to have an About Me section. And in this About Me section, you're going to create a short reel-like video. So something that you might find on TikTok as an example, really short, just a short about me, about who you are and what the purpose of this blog space is. Okay. Once you've created your blog, you're going to copy and paste the 3 journal entries you've already done for the course into your blog. So you'll have journal entry 1, which is the reflection on management versus leadership. You're going to have blog entry 2, which is the reflection on failure, and blog entry 3, which is the reflection on the organizations in the workplace and women in the workplace. Once you've done that, of course, you'll read and reflect on the chapter of Magic of Thinking Big that I've already shown you, and you're going to write your 4th blog entry. You can entitle your blog entries whatever you want, as long as they tie directly to the content that you're reflecting on. So once you've read your chapter, you're going to reflect on the following questions. What were some of the messages that stood out to you in this chapter and why? What gets in the way of positive thinking? And again, this is all based on the reading, so you want to tie it back to the chapter that you've read, etc. All right, make sure that you include a reel in your About Me section. Okay, so again, you're going to create a TikTok worthy reel introducing yourself and why you're taking this course and anything interesting that you'd like to connect to that. So when you're done, you're going to have your live blog that really resonates and personifies you and your personality. You're going to have the 3 entries from that you've already written plus the new entry, so 4 blog entries in total, plus your About Me section. You're going to publish your blog and you're going to submit the link, copy your URL, your live published blog link to the submission in Dropbox. Okay. So reflecting back on where to find that in our class, if you go to our class shell, sorry, and you go into assessments in Dropbox, you'll see that project 2 is now listed at the bottom of unit 1 in the Dropbox section right here. Okay, so you're just going to submit the URL there. Throughout the course, you're going to actually have 8 different blog entries. So by the end of this week, you'll have these 4 entries here. And you'll receive a blog mark for your first midterm as well as for your second. Okay. So again, like this is the project. A lot of students have really enjoyed this project. It's a great space for reflection. It's a great space to sort of compile your thoughts and your learnings throughout the course. And that's it for this week. Okay, so you have, again, the attendance activity, your Magic of Thinking Big blog, and that is due by next Monday at 8 a.m. So it's kind of nice because you only have that one assignment to think about this week. I know it is a large one, so it's something you want to get started on right away. If you have any questions or you wanted to pop into a Google Meet to go through the assignment, just let me know. Send me an email. Otherwise, I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you online.